So, identifying customer types. I'm going to start with what I call Quadrant 1. So, we're with a task-oriented individual who prefers a fast transaction. Now, I'll admit, I'm Quadrant 1 through and through. Okay? Quadrant 1 individuals, convenience is the prime motivator. It's all about convenience. These people have high expectations in general. The attitude is, you do your job, I'll do my job. They don't have time for a lot of explanation. They don't want a lot of explanation. They're busy. They tend to be on the go. They can be business owners. They can be executives. They can be somebody with just a very, very busy life. So what does this person look like when they come walking through your door? Usually they're relatively energetic, they're relatively high-strung, they've already got their keys out, they're ready to go, they're expecting you to be ready for them. They prefer efficient, fast transactions. Convenience, again, is the big motivator. So how do you handle this? Now, also, they appear to be trusting. They appear to be trusting. These people are often what I call key throwers, or they look like key throwers. They're the ones that will come walking through the door, plunk the keys on the desk and say, see you later. Let me know when it's done. And what I mean by they appear to be trusting is this. Recently I went to a repair shop. I had a brake problem on a vehicle that I drive. I walked through the door. Now I'm very Quadrant 1. The transaction was fast. They were ready for me. The repair order was pre-printed. I confirmed the complaint. I went for a road test with the technician, because I really didn't want to waste a whole lot of time. They called me 2 hours later. They said, here's what it is. They do the work. I pick the vehicle up at the end of the day, and I get home and the brake noise is still there. Now, I've got a busy life. I didn't have time to bring it back. I didn't even bother calling them back. That service writer was pretty sure I trusted him, because I came in, I was an easy transaction, right? I came in, I put my keys down on the desk, I signed the repair order, I was gone, I said yes when they called me, I came back, paid my bill, picked up the vehicle, and I walked away. That was easy, wasn't it? I'm Quadrant 1. Fast, easy transactions. They did it. What didn't they do, though? They didn't fix it right the first time. Fixed right first time is always necessary in any of these quadrants. Remember that. So what do you need to provide that Quadrant 1 individual? First of all, you need to gather information quickly. You need to make the transaction efficient and fast. That's what's going to keep them coming back. You need to make things convenient for them. And you need to fix it right the first time. Let's talk briefly about convenience. What's the prime motivator with Quadrant 1 customers? Convenience, right? Okay, so it's all about convenience. If I come walking up to your desk, how do you make it more convenient for a Quadrant 1 customer? Well, a couple things you might want to do. Quadrant 1 customer doesn't want to wait. Whatever you can do to move them along their merry way, they're going to appreciate, and they're going to talk about it. So if it's a loaner vehicle, if it's a rental car agreement that you have for an inexpensive rental car for the day, they'll take you up on the offer. If it's a ride to work, or if it's, we've got wireless in the waiting room, this won't take very long if you want to use the wireless in the waiting room. Whatever you can do to make it convenient. Now let's say you do move them along. Let's say that they come in, they drop their keys, they sign the repair order, they're out the door. How are you going to let them know what's wrong with the vehicle and what needs to be done to fix it? Keep this in mind. Many people will pick up the phone and call. Many Quadrant 1 individuals are extremely busy during the day. Take me, for example. What do I spend my days doing? Exactly what you see. I'm in front of groups of 40 or more people every single day doing this. My phone rings. I don't answer it. On a break, I might pick up my phone and I've got 10 voicemails. So now I've got to call in, wade through my voicemails. I get one from you. You called me up with an estimate to fix my brakes. I probably can't call you back right then because we're about to start again. Now maybe I can call you back at lunch. Maybe I forget to at lunch. Maybe I get another 10 voicemails by lunch. And at the end of the day, I call you up and say, hey, You fixed my vehicle yet? And you go, well, no, we never heard back from you. How could you have made it more convenient for me? Ask. Ask your Quadrant I customer, what is the most convenient manner in which we can contact you? And oftentimes, it's going to be text or email, because you can return emails. You can return texts very quickly. It takes no time. It does take time to call in your voicemail, retrieve it, and then call back. We're in a world now that's really fast-paced. We've got a lot of smartphones out there. Use the technology. If your current phone system or your current email system can't send texts, talk to your IT folks about how you can. There's a lot of email systems that can actually send to texts now. So think about it. It's got to be convenient. Convenience the motivator. If you can get them moving on their way, they'll like you. If you can contact them in a very convenient manner, you're going to get more business. You're going to be more profitable. How? Think about this. Back to the number one motivator with this group, convenience. If your vehicle is here and you're a Quadrant I, and I call you up and I say, while we were performing whatever job you came in for, we noticed, whatever it may be, what do you suppose the answer is going to be? Go ahead and do it. You've got the vehicle. Go ahead and do it. It's there. You've got a 98% chance of selling work to this individual because convenience is the motivator. You've got to recognize it when they walk through the door. We'll talk more later about other tools you can use to handle Quadrant I customers. But remember, Quadrant I, task-oriented, fast transaction, convenient, efficient, quick. Stay tuned for more.